deep breath. Just try to relax. You okay? You all right? Okay. Here, sit down.
Maxie, are you okay?
Most sincere and humble apologies. I failed to grasp the import of the given set of circumstances. I should have...
Okay, Maxie's okay. That's all that matters.
You really are my hero. What happened? If it's okay for me to ask.
I'm not sure, to be honest. But I'm reasonably certain that I just got my heart broken, or came as close as I ever want to that particular experience.
Did you and Maya fight?
It was all very civilized. Maya has found someone new. The doctor. Pardon me. A cardiologist. He seems nice.
You met him?
Briefly, yes, one could say.
Did I just hear something?
You know, in all fairness, he's much more appropriate for Maya than I ever was or ever will be. She's not coming back to Port Charles, though. It's definitely over.
And she couldn't be bothered to tell you that before you went to see her?
She was a little slow on the details, I'll admit.
How could Maya do that to you, especially after what's going on with Luke?
I couldn't tell her. No, she felt terrible about how things had ended up, and, you know, I didn't want to leave her feeling guilty.
You're too generous.
No, Maya and we never made a serious commitment, you know. I never earned the right to pour my heart out to her.
Must be hard.
Oh, I've got no one to blame but myself. You know, I never told her that I was starting to fall for her, you know. I never told her that I was actually envisioning a future with us. I couldn't risk it, you know. I never put myself out on the line like that.
I'm sorry things ended this way.
No, consider me a cautionary tale. You know, if you ever find real love, don't wait too long to play your cards, because God knows once it passes you by, it's not gonna come back.
I mean, can you believe how things just worked out just like that? I have been trying for so long to get Lucky and my dad together, and then when I give up and I let it go and I accept it's not going to happen, it happens.
You know, it's going to take Lucky a while to find Luke. Maybe, I don't know, why don't we get some dinner or some sleep or not sleep and do things that make us apologize to each other?
Absolutely, absolutely. I just need to take care of like 2 things here first.
Look, I'm not to be the doom and gloom guy, but finding Luke and bringing him back, they're 2 different things.
Well, yeah, but when Lucky gives up on the whole alcoholism thing and my dad realizes that we accept him and love him, he's gonna come back. We're gonna start to heal. We'll finally be a family again.
You were really good with Lulu back there. You took a big burden off her shoulders.
No, I love her. I just wish she wasn't so much of a codependent. She's so enmeshed with my dad, emotionally and psychologically. It's like she's gonna self-destruct right along with him.
Well, I hope that isn't the case.
Yeah, well, so do I.
You've got a really big challenge with your father ahead of you, don't you?
There's still time to bail, if you want.
Not a chance.
It's not gonna be easy.
Well, easy is boring. Easy is getting up and going to work every day and paying your bills on time. Easy is feeling stifled and trapped and way too domesticated, knowing that the highlight of your day will be going to the supermarket. And it'll be good to stretch my feet for a bit.
Well, regardless of what I said before, I'm really glad that you're coming along with me.
I hate messy, emotional scenes where people are yelling and saying things they'll soon regret. I've had way too much of that with my own family as of late. I don't need to go seeking it out.
Did you and Maya argue?
Let's just say I didn't want to come off like a jealous idiot.
Maya's the idiot. I mean, how could she choose some boring doctor over you?
You know, it's all for the best in the end, really, truly. I mean, Maya and I are way too different. It never would have lasted, you know, our lives are going in opposite directions, and it's just better to get out now before there's too much damage done.
Maya really hurt you, Ethan. You can't hide that from me.
You know who's gonna be really hurt? Edward. Oh, poor old man. He thought he'd bought his way into Maya's life. He thought he'd found a bright young hope for the Quartermains. It's just actually terrifying if you really think about it. But, you know, whatever. It's over. It's over. The only thing left to do is now sweep the ashes under the rug and move on.
How are you going to do that?
Fly to the Dominican Republic and get a divorce.
Wasn't the plan to go back to my place and you start apologizing to me in that long list and that very stimulating way that you have?
I will.
Because there's a lot of things, terrible things that I've done that I'd probably have to apologize to you for, too.
Good.
I should get going on that
Good.
list.
I want that. I just need to go over these liquor orders really quickly.
You ordering liquor?
Yeah, well, for here, my dad could be home in less than a week.
Ooh, that's pretty optimistic time frame.
I'm so happy I can look on the bright side, and I want this place open as soon as possible. My dad's gonna be so happy that I saved it for him.
Have you really been feeling stifled and domesticated?
I didn't use those exact words.
Yeah, you did, I think. It's okay. I mean, my dad found poor Charles to be incredibly stifling.
But he stayed because of his family.
Right. And his freedom ended as soon as we moved into that house that my mom loved so much.
You still own it, don't you?
Mm-hmm. And I don't blame my dad. He tried. He just couldn't handle the routine and the responsibilities. It just wasn't him.
How did such a free spirit raise such a grounded son?
Well, I don't know how grounded I am.
Everything's gonna work out, Lucky. We're gonna find your dad and we're gonna bring him home.
My father is the most determined person I've ever known. If he wants to destroy himself, he's gonna succeed.
Promise me one thing. No matter what happens to Luke, don't let your father destroy you too.